What's going on, Double D? Derek Dimes, defeatthebook.com. Let us help you beat the odds. If you're new here, welcome. You've been here before, welcome back. Either way, I thank you for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. Thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell so you're notified. We dropped one yesterday. We're going to get things back on track here today. We got hooked, lost by a half a point there. Our last time out in Oregon, we had Oregon State plus 6.5. They ended up losing by 7 down in crunch time. So it is what it is. Moving forward here today, we'll have some college basketball. I do have college basketball and college football. I do have a parlay in college football here today, but I'm going to get you a free selection on a game I'm sure you guys are curious about. As always here, I want to try to give you guys popular takes on popular games. All right, so let's get into it without further ado. Website's down below. Links are down below. If you're interested in packs, hit the website. You can get on a pass and get things linked up. It's going to be an awesome time. This is one of my favorite times of the year when it's bowl season, getting ready for the January 1st bowls, some of the other smaller bowls, Alamo Bowl, Cotton Bowl, all those games coming up. So should be very exciting moving forward. So let's get into it. 8 o'clock matchup. The Ohio State Buckeyes taking on Missouri. Should be a fantastic matchup here. Came out at 6.5, opened up at 6.5. There's been some juice on Missouri. And for decent reason, I suppose. The total set at 51.5, moving down to 50. Now, where do I lie? Where do I stand? Obviously, I'm a Buckeyes fan. I will give you my take on this game and what I feel and let you know what side that I am on. I am not interested in the total here. This will be a dynamic Missouri team. I think one of the most dynamic teams that the Buckeyes have faced this season. Quarterback who can run a little bit. He has 8 rushing touchdowns this season, 20 passing touchdowns this season. And have Luther Burden on the outside. Big time NFL wide receiver that's going to play on the outside. They have a dynamic running back in the backfield as well. So this will be a very good offensive team that will test this Buckeye defense. That was very stout, one of the best that we've seen in quite some time. They're going to be playing without the starting quarterback, Kyle McCord. They're going to be playing without Marvin Harrison Jr., which is why we're seeing that number move down. It's not, they're not saying he's not playing, but I'm expecting him not to play. He's going to be a top 2, if not the first pick, the second pick in the NFL draft. There's no chance they're going to let him risk injury playing in this game. Not expecting him to play. We know the wide receiver room is one of the best in the country for Ohio State. Devin Brown was in a quarterback competition with Kyle McCord this summer. Had a couple injuries, nagging injuries back and forth, I think, that held him back. And with a little bit of inconsistency throwing the ball too, I think was the only reason that he was not the starter. I think he's more dynamic. He has much better athleticism. Will be able to run some things with the RPO, and he's actually going to be a threat to run the ball where Kyle was never really that. Shout out to Kyle. Committed to Syracuse there. But I think this will be the best defense that Missouri has faced. When they played 2 teams that were a part of that upper tier, that upper echelon, where they played LSU, they got rolled, and they played Georgia, and they got beat both of those games by double digits, or not, I think 9 by Georgia, but 10 by LSU. And this will be a defense that is on caliber, on par with that. I think this is one of the best defenses in the country, honestly. And I believe that this will be a game that they really want to win, but the only loss being to the team up north who's now playing in the college football playoff. This is a very young team. I feel like it's still not young, but an experienced team who has a lot to prove, and I think they're going to do just that against an SEC opponent here in this matchup. The line is at 4.5. I don't think it's enough points. I like the Buckeyes by a touchdown or more, possibly upwards of 10 points, but I'm going to lay the 4.5 points with the Ohio State Buckeyes here. A lot of experience coming back on that defense. There's not going to be a huge drop-off from quarterback play. I think the offense is going to be a lot more dynamic. Travion is expected to play. Emeka Ibuka is expected to play. A lot of these other guys are expected to play, and I think we're in for an awesome show from the Ohio State Buckeyes. Take the Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm going to lay the 4.5 points as my official free pick of the day. Let me know if you agree, you disagree, whatever the case may be. Don't call me a homer. It's the right side here. Derek Dimes, defeatthebook.com. Let us help you beat the odds. Best of luck if you decide to tail. But either way, hope you guys have an awesome Friday. Good luck.